what's going on? Joe Coffey here for PremierGuitar.com. We're at Summer NAMM 2009 in Nashville, and we're looking at new stuff from Framus and Warwick. I've got Tyler Krupski with me here from both companies. How you doing, Tyler?
Man, pretty good, yeah.
Good to see you, man. You're going to take us through this, right?
Absolutely, yeah. Basically, you know, we're not offering anything that's completely brand new that's been, you know, new for our line this year. It's just the big news for us is that it's going to be available for the first time in almost 2 years. With the change of distribution, we kind of made it unavailable for a little bit. We decided to take it on ourselves. So it's going to be our first jaunt at distribution ourselves in the U.S. coming over from Germany. We've got a brand new exciting custom shop that's actually going to open up in Manhattan, where you can play all of our custom one-off stuff. It's going to be Warwick and Framus, and it's really excited about it.
I think people who read Premier Guitar Magazine are certainly aware of who you guys are, but you know, maybe because of what you're talking about and the availability, some people, if they're new and they're just getting hip to it, they may be surprised to know that you guys dominate in Europe.
Oh yeah,
I mean absolutely dominate.
Well, when you think about it, Framus actually started in 1946. Framus and Hofner were the only two things you could get in Europe. Framus being actually the largest manufacturer for musical instruments. We made everything from banjos to ukuleles to violins to you name it, and it kind of actually got the whole MI industry involved with Hans Peter's life, because his father was Fred Wilfer, who started Framus back in the day. And it's just something that's kind of a passionate thing for all of us. It came back as a tribute for his dad, really, and it's just this is his real true hobby that he loves to do, is make high-end instruments. It is.
You know, I'm looking at stuff here, and it's just ridiculous. I mean, some really nice woods. Some I can tell from the set of. Are these plecked?
Everything in the line is plecked. If it's $1,500, if it's $15,000, it's plecked. We basically, to be honest, I come from a building standpoint, and we have the Ferrari of factories. It's absolutely insane. Just the stuff that we can churn out, and the wood selection that we have is similar with the Warwick custom shop. You're talking 43 different wood options.
I've spent some time on your website trying to learn about woods, because you've got great shots of all these crazy things I've never even heard of, and you guys have access to quite a lot of it, I guess.
That's another thing that HP loves, is the high end and woods that you can't really find. Like the guy in the end there is koa, which you can really only get good quality koa in Hawaii. California Buckeye Burl comes from California. We've got boatloads of it. And even things that you can't get anymore, like Brazilian rosewood. We have about 4 or 5 pallets full of Brazilian rosewood that was cut in 1968 that other people just don't have.
Wow.
Yeah, it's really crazy.
Well, I got to ask you this. I saw this in Frankfurt, but let's remind everybody here, in case they didn't see that video. What is the story with the lights here and how this works?
LEDs. You can get LEDs in any instrument that we have. Obviously, you have to have an inlay for it. But we do LEDs on pretty much everything we offer in the way that inlays. You can actually, even now with our custom shop, design your own inlay that you can have fitted to your guitar. Nameplates, all sorts of stuff. The Framus logo up on top, the Warwick logo up on top can be done. I mean, heck, to be honest, we did a Infinity Warwick bass a few years back where we had lasers that shot out of the headstock. You know what I mean? For some kid in the UK. We pretty much will figure out a way to do it. And yeah, it's just the direction that we're going is really specifying on custom shops options that people want. Yeah.
All right, let's check out some Warwick basses.
Cool. What was really cool about it is the first time we've done a new shape in years, really. And it's French flamed ash with ovangkol neck, ebony board, matching headstock, and we made it for Stuart. It was made famous by the first, several Jamiroquai records. When they won the best video of the year, he's playing a streamer with LEDs, and that was just one of those things that he was always a Warwick guy, really, I guess, quintessential, you know what I mean, and that his sound was around the basses.
So you said French flame ash?
Yeah, it's French flamed ash, which again, most people, you can't really find it. You can see really good flame on the top and the headstock, but it's normally we use swamp ash, and you just get grain patterns. That's just it's a really cool piece. We did custom inlays for him, and he's happy. I got to spend some time with him at the Frankfurt show, and he was just like, this bass is it's pretty much all I've ever wanted. It reminds me of my streamer, but it has another touch of class that I've always kind of been fancied for, you know what I mean? And he loves it. We dig it. One of Hans Peter's favorite basses. When we talk about what's your favorite right now, he's like, I love that Zender bass. I love it.
Now, you guys actually make your own hardware, correct?
Yep. Yeah, we have everything made for ourselves. You know what I mean? The bridge, everything is proprietary. Even the pickups, MEC pickups, you can't get them anywhere else. Which, going back to what we talked about with Framus, Vlado Hansel, the guy that does MEC, started with HP's father in Framus days in the 50s. So it's been kind of all in the family for years, but just nobody really knew about it in the States. You know, in Europe it's commonplace.
All right, before I let you go, why don't you grab another one of these beauties and point out some features to us?
Well, you can do this one here. This has been the showstopper, this 6-string here. This is, again, a really exclusive wood that it's becoming more popular now, but we've been using it for a long time. Stage 1 6-string. Streamer, again, we've been always had the streamer basses. It's been really our king for a long time, but this particular one has got a California Buckeye Burl top, swamp ash back, 7-piece neck, which is wenge, which is our old school wood we always use for necks, with maple veneers basically in it. Matching headstock, bird's eye maple board. I mean, this bass is, if you could add anything else, I mean, really LEDs would be the only other thing outside of the custom shop. This is completely one-off. And all this stuff is going to be available in our new shop in Manhattan for consumers to come and play. It'll be really the only place that you can come and really check out and have a scale to say, here's a $1,000 bass and here's a $10,000 bass. You know, and it's just there. It's all for the taking.
What should people know about the new shop in Manhattan?
Well, it's going to be opening September 24th. It's going to be a full-line shop. We'll actually be able to do repairs, servicing. We'll have spare parts, and we're going to do clinics out of it. It's going to be really a cool thing, PR and marketing for ourselves. But we really want to have a cool spot where people can play the stuff that we offer that sometimes the dealers don't have in stock. Again, it's a custom shop, so we want the one-offs and to really show what we can do outside of just our standard issue models that you'll find in most stores.
Okay. Finally, the website. We have a lot of international readers and viewers, so why don't you get us hip to whatever websites you think people need to be aware of, depending on where they're at.
Well, I mean, we actually have our two main ones, which is going to be Warwick or Framus.de in Germany. They run, you know, we basically piggyback everything that we have in the States off of those because it's updated daily. We've got custom shop galleries. I mean, you can watch your bass being built, basically. They're choice ones that go up on the website. So stuff that we make that we think is really cool, we actually put up there. We actually say who it's even going to, this customer. So there's your bass. We're like, oh, wow, holy crap, it made it to the website. This is great. You know, and it's, yeah, again, going back to the custom shop thing, it also displays all of our options as well. So those are the two ones, really.
All right, thanks a lot, man. Appreciate it. You too. I'm Joe Coffey. You're watching PremierGuitar.com.